Why would Pope Leo XIV, in the age of AI and global unrest, name himself after a man from the 1800s? When Cardinal Robert Prevost chose to be called Leo XIV, it wasn't random. It was a coded message, one that just might tell us how he plans to lead the Catholic Church into the future. You know, in the Vatican, names are never just names. They are declarations, blueprints, you might say. And Leo, that's a name with the teeth. Well, in order to decode the meaning behind the name, let's take a look back at history. Let's do a rewind. The last pope to take that name, Leo XIII, led the church from 1878 to 1903. The world was in chaos. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing. Workers were exploited. Poverty was everywhere. Socialism was rising as a cry for help. And then came Rerum Novarum. This is Leo XIII's 1891 encyclical that changed the game. He said, under this encyclical, that workers deserve dignity, a just wage, safe conditions. He basically told the world that the church isn't here to cling for thrones. It's here to stand with the people. Well, bakit mahalaga ang Rerum Novarum sa Pilipinas? Kasi nung nilabas to ni Pope Leo XIII noong 1891, tayo ay nasa ilalim pa ng kolonyal na sistema. Magsasaka ang karamihan, pero iilan lang ang may lupa. Kaya nung sinabi ng Santo Papa na may karapatan ng manggagawa sa makatarungang sahod at pagkakaisa, para tong moral na bala, isang panawagan sa hustisya. Pagkatapos ng kolonisasyon, naging gabay ito sa mga Pilipinong lumalaban para sa reforma sa lupa, karapatan ng mga magagawa at isang simbahang kakampi ng mahihirap. Well, sounds familiar, right? A world in flux, technology outpacing morality, and a leader who says we've seen this before and we are ready to engage again. Leo XIII was also the bridge between the old world and the modern one. When the church lost its political power, he doubled down on moral power. He wasn't afraid of science. In fact, he embraced it, founding the Vatican Observatory, welcoming intellectual thought. He knew the church had to evolve or be left behind. And now Pope Leo XIV enters the scene. Vatican insiders say the name is a deliberate reference, not just to history, but to strategy. He wants to lead in this moment like Leo XIII led in his.
I decided to take the name Leo XIV. There were many reasons, but mainly Pope Leo XIII, who in his historic encyclical Rerum Novarum addressed the social question in the great context of the first great industrial revolution.
Leo XIV's first words as Pope, a global church, which is open to the world. That's no throwaway line. That's a quiet rebuke to rising nationalism, to religious tribalism, and to fear. Choosing the name Leo is not about nostalgia. It's about legacy, about reasserting the church's voice, not as a fortress, but as a moral compass. Imagine if Leo XIV, like his namesake, launches a modern-day Rerum Novarum. What would that look like in an age of AI? In an age of digital economy? Would he champion virtual assistants or gig workers, regulate AI ethics, or call for tech compassion instead of tech domination?
In our own day, the Church offers to everyone the treasury of her social teaching in response to another industrial revolution and to developments in the field of artificial intelligence that pose new challenges for the defense of human dignity, of justice, and of labor.
Well, Pope Leo XIV isn't just stepping into history. He's reviving a moment when the Catholic Church chose to lead not through fear, but through relevance. So the next time someone says it's just a name, remember this. In the Catholic Church, a name can be a revolution. What do you think Pope Leo XIV is trying to tell us? Let's talk in the comment section. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.